The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm going to be talking about the new information about the PlayStation 5 that just got released today and things that you may want to consider before picking up a PlayStation 5. And so the gloves are off, okay? Sony announced today that you can get a PlayStation 5 in US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea on November 12th. And their unit is going to cost $499. The digital only version is going to be $399. And so that's it. The gloves are off. Sony is competing directly with the Xbox Series X. And it's going to be really interesting to see sales numbers with everything else going on in the world. And so it comes a couple days after the Xbox Series X, which launches in North America November 10th. And so there's things to consider when choosing one of these. You know, you might be in Team PlayStation, you might be on Team Xbox, but you know, both benefit and offer some different things. And so Sony today started out their showcase by showing an exclusive Final Fantasy 16, and you know, that wasn't running on a PlayStation 5, and then they jumped in to several other franchises, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, I did some digging and found that Miles Morales is going to be offered on PlayStation 4. And so the other interesting thing is that if you get the digital version or even a disc version, it is a free upgrade. That and in some other franchises too, Horizon, Forbidden West, and Sackboy, those are going to have PlayStation 4 versions, though they're advertising that these games are going to benefit on a PlayStation 5. Now, that right there is kind of where some people were with Xbox, you know, with Halo before it got delayed. That, you know, if I can play these on my current console, do I need to upgrade? I own an Xbox One X, and I can play Ultra HD Blu-rays. And, you know, really the big games that I want to check out are the Miles Morales and Sackboy. And you know, maybe eventually Horizon Forbidden West. But, you know, for my kids and stuff, my daughter loves Spider-Man. And so I already have a PlayStation 4 Pro. I might just play it on that. And so while it's cool that these new consoles are coming out, it's kind of like you're kind of paying for the future, you know, of next-gen gaming, but it's not necessarily here yet. There's no graphics comparison yet to see on many of these games how much of an improvement it is. You are going to be required to have a 4K TV to really see the major differences with these next-gen consoles. And so there's lots to consider when you're thinking about upgrading. And so I think Sony did a good job today. I think Sony did everything that they needed to not stumble and to compete directly, because I think Xbox, because they are behind, because this last gen series, they did kind of struggle to compete directly with the PlayStation 4. And that was because the fiasco with the Xbox One when it launched, with the Kinect, and you know, there was some drama around that. And I think Xbox is doing a better job at providing a fresh start. Software-wise, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I think there's several things to consider. And I'm sitting back here and I'm thinking, if I can upgrade my games for free, and I already have a PlayStation 4 Pro, it's not like I'm looking at my PlayStation 4 Pro and saying, wow, this has bad graphics. But, you know, there's a lot of questions I have about the PlayStation 5. I would love to see the interface, the digital marketplace and how that works. I want to know a little bit more about backwards compatibility. I hear that PlayStation 4 games are backwards compatible, but are all of them? Are some of them? How's that work? One thing I get frustrated with as a console owner, and this is something, you know, that as a PC, you know, as PC owners love Steam. You know, they've had the same marketplace for years. And so it's kind of frustrating when you're a console owner and you go from console to console, and you know, it's a different marketplace and it's a different hub of buying games and stuff. And so I want to know how that works with PlayStation 5. Are all my digital games that I have on the PlayStation 4, can I play them on the PlayStation 5? And so there's just a lot of questions around that. But I think overall, I think if you're looking for a new console, if you're looking for, you know, the next gen thing, yeah, $500. I think it's going to sell great. I think it's going to be an interesting battle between the Xbox and the PlayStation 5. I do think the advantage is PlayStation, and with the PlayStation 5, and that goes down to some of the franchises and games that they own and have announced are going to be on the PlayStation 5. I think they've done a better job with their franchises or game franchises, saying this is what we got coming, you know, come on board. And so that's it. I mean, there was some other information, there was some other games and other features, but you know, the big news is $500 PlayStation 5, and it's going to be competing against the Xbox Series X. And so then you have the digital options. I kind of like that Sony just offers the same console without an optical drive for $100 less. I think it's less confusing. It's the same. It looks pretty much the same minus an optical drive. And so that's it. The one disappointing thing about the PlayStation 5 that some people may not know is you can't use your PlayStation 4 controllers on it. So that is annoying. That is a really annoying feature about that. One thing that the Xbox Series X got right is that you can play with your Xbox One controllers. And so having that, that's kind of that's frustrating. But you know, the more I think about it, I'm on the fence now. Now, whether to get either one at launch, because you know, if they're offering these games on the previous generations, I may just sit back and enjoy those. You know, my daughter loves Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. She's been playing it, plays it all the time. And when I told her that there was a new Spider-Man game for the PlayStation 5, she's like, oh, I'd love to play that. Too bad I don't have a PlayStation 5. Well, now after I read this, that it's going to come out on PlayStation 4, maybe I don't need to upgrade yet. So that's it. That's where I'm at. What do you think of this information? Is either one something that you're going to be getting day one? Are you on Team Xbox or Team PlayStation? This is a tough one. And so there's lots to consider before upgrading to either one. And I'm kind of on the fence just because I think that, you know, right now, I think there's plenty of content on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One series of consoles to maybe consider holding off on getting a next-gen console unless you're just dying to have the new thing. Anyways, thank you for the ongoing support. Thought I'd talk about this on my channel. Thank you. Hit that like and subscribe button. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.